Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, if I told you what is the difference between the average AI user and the powerful one, is just how they ask questions. Welcome to my advanced prompt engineering technique playlist where we will not use AI, we will control it. In this series, you are going to learn how to turn normal prompt into the advanced powerful outputs. Make AI think a step by steps. From zero to advanced, everything is covered step by step. The playlist will make you think how to interact with it. So before jumping into the today's video, let's focus on one of the important question, and the question is, what is prompt engineering? I want to give you the disclaimer. Like most people think prompt engineering means typing in ChatGPT, but that is not the real story. In this playlist, we are not just using tools like ChatGPT or Google Gemini like normal user. We are going deeper. So we will be learning prompt engineering in the real way by using API keys, writing actual code. Okay. Because in industry, you don't just chat with AI, you integrate into the system. And one more important thing, that we are going to use the API of Grok, because ChatGPT and Gemini have some limitations, like we need to give money, or it is paid access. So we will be using Grok APIs which are free at the time of recording, and which is fast and perfect for learning. So when you just type Grok in the Google, you will get this. So just clicking on the API keys, just you need to do what you need to do, just sign in with the Google or whatever. I had signed in with the Google and I'm using that. When you go to the doc section in the video, it is itself available, and you can use. Yeah, and here what they are writing, like, for LLM inference, OpenAI compatible, simple to integrate, easy to scale. Means basically with the OpenAI they had made it compatible. So what is that? You can use the API of the group, but actually hitting OpenAI, all that. But we don't worry, we will be using directly Grook. So when you click on quick start, so just you have to install Grook, and we will be using this. So this was the disclaimer. What if I tell you the difference between a bad AI output and a 10x better one? It is just about how you ask the question. Most people use AI like Google, and that's exactly why they get average results. So hey everyone, welcome to this new section on advanced prompt engineering techniques. This is one of the most important skills for your agentic AI journey. So in this section, you will learn what prompts actually are, why they matter more than you think, and how you can 10x or even 20x AI output quality just by writing better prompts. So we will cover techniques like zero shot prompting, few shot prompting, chain of thought and reasoning, and how to apply all these in real world use cases. So I highly recommend, don't just watch, code along with me. So all right, let's start with the most important question. What is prompt? So prompt is simply the input or instructions that you give to an AI model. So first of all, let me code. So I had spin up my Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to write something really interesting for you. So first of all, I will show you something which is called Grook, like okay, how you can get the Grook API. So from here you can get the Grook API. Just sign up and get everything. Now moves to the doc section. So how to get quick started? So just pip install Grook, I already done, and you have to perform all these operations like this type. So from starting I am going to code everything. So what this is, how you can import, and what is this client, and all that thing. Okay, so let's go. So first of all, what I am going to start with a very basic example, which is nothing but simple import OS, which is for your what you can say, like importing built-in model to access the environment variable I am taking. Okay, after that, let me import from grok, import grok, done. Then from .env import load env, done. Then we will load the variables from the .env file into the system environment, so we can use that os.get get env. So I am loading this .env. First of all, what I will do, I will like I am trying to initialize the grok client using my API key, which is stored in the environment variable. So I am declaring a variable which is client, which is going to give me the, let me snooze this. So from client I can give grok. Okay, then in this we will pass my API key, which is os.get env, and that I will pass my environment variable. What is that key? So let me paste here. Inside this variable my API key is there. So I had shown you how to get that API key. After that, what I will do, the client is created. Now let's do one thing. We gonna see, I want a chat completion request to the model. How can we can give? So as you can see the documentation here, as it is saying you have to write chat completion inside client dot chat completion dot create. Inside that we have to specify the actually model. We have to specify the model, then we have to specify the messages. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to just pass here client dot chat dot completions dot create. Inside this we gonna specify the model name. Model is simply this, we are going to use llama hyphen 3.1. I am pasting here this model we are going to use. After that we will define the message. Message is what? Message define the conversation. It means it is nothing but your LLM input. So I am giving the messages is equal to, and like this we will pass. So first of all we are giving an actual query to the user. For that we have to write role. Inside the role is simply user. Okay, then we can pass the content, and this is the content. And inside the content what I can pass is what you can see that, let's say let me pass something called hello, I am Suman. This I passed. Done. Then I am going to print, but before that let me store into a simple variable. Done. After that what I am going to do, I am going to print what? Print this result with nothing but result dot choices, and I have to give 0. This means this will extract the model's reply results dot choices, and we're passing 0. It means this is the first response, and after that we will write dot message dot content. This means that actual text generated by the model, the actual text generated by the model. Now save this. Everything I got from where? This. Everything is written in the documentation. So right now this documentation is of what? Python. You can use for JavaScript as well. So firstly you need to install this, then we are writing this. Okay, then move ahead. Then when we execute this command python prompt.py, then you will be able to see that it will give me an output. Nice to meet you, Suman. How are you doing today? Is there anything I can help you with, or would you like to chat? Like this. So let me explain everything about this, what this prompt is. So here I am simply calling the LLM and passing a user message. That was hello, I am Suman. there is no instruction, there was no context, there was no control. Okay, so this is simply a prompt, simple prompt. Let's say it can answer anything. If I pass something, it can answer anything. Let's say I want to improve this. I want to add some system prompt. I want to control the AI. How we can do? So right now this code behaves randomly. So how to control that? To control that, we will simply pass something called, you can say, this is the role. In this role, we are going to pass something called system. System means it set the behavior of the AI, like giving instructions, giving personality, giving rules. Okay, like that. So let's say I am writing system in the context section. If I write something called, let's say, uh, you are a mathematics expert, only answer math related question. If the question is unrelated to the math, if the question is unrelated, reply with reply with sorry, I can only answer mathematics questions. Done. This we pass the what? System prompt. Now what will happen? Let's say if I am saying instead of hello, I am Suman, I am passing something called, can you write a Python program to print hello world? Now see the behavior of this. When I execute this python prompt.py, now see, it's saying sorry, I can only answer mathematics questions. What happened? So here I added something called system prompt. Okay, this is a special instruction where I define who the AI is, what it should do, and what it should not do. In this case, I am telling the model, you are a math expert, only answer math questions. If it is not math, just say sorry, right? Now look at this. I am asking it to write a Python program, but instead of answering, it refused, right? Why? Because now the AI is bounded by instruction. So we did not change the model, we just changed the prompt. Let's say if I give uh, in the as a user, let's say I am giving you something called, can you write? So I can give, can you help me solve the a plus b whole square? Now it is related to the math, right? When I save this and execute this, now you can see what it returns. It given me the output, right? To find the whole square or the square of the binomial a plus b, we will use the formula a plus b or square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? This is the thing. Now it works perfectly because this matches the context we defined, right? So what did we learn? A prompt is not just a question, it is a way to define your behavior, set boundaries, control output. So remember, AI is not magic, it is just following instructions. If your, let's say if your prompt is weak, your output will be weak. If your prompt is clear, structured and intentional, the results improve drastically. And this is exactly what prompt engineering is all about. So in this next video, we will look at zero shot prompting, few shot prompting, right? And uh, all that, and how just adding examples can completely change the output. So I will see you there. Thank you for watching this video.